you go into an organization or you meet and you sit down with a person and they're wanting to disrupt. What is starting point? What is ground zero when we're looking to help somebody unlearn?
Cool. So ground zero, when anyone is looking to unlearn or on that unlearning journey, we call it, we've got a framework called NRA. And ground zero in that framework is notice. And you and I have already spoken so beautifully about it, but that's almost the phase where, like we said before, where you think about what you are thinking about. Notice, learn to hear. A coach of mine once used to say, eavesdrop on yourself. Because unless you have gotten to a place where you notice where the 90% is, then you're not going to be encouraged to change it at all. And to make an actual lasting transformation needs justification. It needs you to have the data and to understand the costs. And so unless someone has started to notice, they're not going to jump onto an unlearning journey. So for a lot of people, it's things like, I noticed that it's limiting our capacity to grow as an organization. Our innovation output has gone down. People are leaving the company because they don't have creative output or whatever it is. So notice what the costs are, but also notice the underlying dogmas. This is the way we do things here, or every single morning I have my cereal the exact same way and it's the same cereal. But also this is what it's costing me. So I would say ground zero, and this is usually where we start, is notice the patterns, notice the underlying dogmas, notice the unwritten rules or unwritten ground rules, as Steph du Plessis calls them. So understanding some of those things. So that's the first step. And this for me was a game changer. And it's literally just been the area that I live in when I do my reflection practice. When you notice, you are noticing two key things. One, you're noticing the fact and the truth of a situation from the meaning and the assumption and the inference that we attach to it. And this has been incredibly powerful for me, like I mentioned. And what that helps us to do is it helps us to distinguish that the two are not the same thing. So one, if we take that beautiful example that you've just shared, is there was an argument with the spouse. That was the fact. That's what happened. It was there. He experienced it. It's live. But the two is the meaning that he attaches to it, or the story he starts to tell about it. So that could very easily be, I just can't make this work. There I go again. I can't keep anything going. I need something to help me survive. Whatever it is, he tells a story, and it's the story that then leads to the behavior of picking up the alcoholic beverage or whatever it is in that situation. And so the noticing is where our power truly lies, because we're able to say, this is what happened, but wait a minute, I'm making it mean this. Is that actually what it is? If you have a conversation with a leader, calls you into their office and they say, hey, your performance is not looking too great. I think we need to do some work on it. That's what happened. They had a conversation. Your performance is not looking so great. Two, you could very easily walk out of there and go, I just knew it. He's always hated me. I just can't get anything right. That's all meaning. None of that is a verified fact and truth within the situation. You are interpreting and attaching a meaning that you could very easily challenge. But if you intertwine the two, then what you're telling yourself or what you're telling your brain is that that's a fact, is that your opinion is a fact, when in actual fact, nothing could be further from the truth. So I love that he was able to do that. What he was able to do is really to separate the two and go, I'm not going to make it mean something that it doesn't have to mean. And I guess the second part of it becomes, what's the meaning you do want to attach to it? And then once you can attach a new meaning to what's happening, then the game is truly, truly, truly in your favor.